Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this cold edition of the Around the Ropes podcast. As the Northeast right now is dealing with some weird, cold, freaky weather. As always, guys, but we will try to keep you guys warm as there's a lot of stuff to get to in the pro wrestling world. But before we get into all of that, obviously, you guys know where to find us. We're on all social media accounts. Just search Around the Ropes podcast or search the new ATR network. As always, guys, let me introduce you to my tag team partner. He is the voice of several companies. On February 17th, you can hear him be the voice of Victory Pro as they present Kings of New York. February 18th, he'll be the voice of Creative Pro as they return to Lynbrook, New York for Top Guys Only, featuring TNA superstar Eric Young. The one, the only, Mr. Ryan Peterson himself. What's going on, Ryan?
What's going on, man? How you doing? Besides, trying to stay warm.
Yeah, it's a little nippy out there.
Also, you forgot an important date, by the way.
Which one?
February 3rd.
Which I was about to get to that in a second. We do have some comments coming in.
Already? We just started.
Oh, because we're aired in the Around the Ropes group page. So whoever you are, it's not going to come up with the name. So just let us know if you comment from the group. Just mention who your name, what name you are.
Just tell us who you are.
Yes. Oh, I think I know who this person is.
Jumbo Man?
No. Mitch. We got Anthony checking us out, who is one half of the Stompers, who I did get a chance to see this weekend up in Oneonta as UWE did their first set of tapings, which we'll get into that a little bit later because...
Wait, hold on, time out. What did you just call that town?
The Oneonta.
Oneida.
Oh, I fucked it up then.
Oh my God. Actually, you know what? At this time, why don't you You're welcome, Anthony.
And
why don't we actually, why don't you tell the people about your experience with UWE up in Oneida?
Well, I was just going to get to one more thing before we get into that. We will be joined by a guest at 9:00. Dr. Sleep, Anthony Gangone will be joining us. He has a busy weekend coming up as he will be at BCW this coming Saturday in a highly contested tag team match as himself and the All-Father Darius Carter will be taking on the team of Face NJ Bougie. But that's not the only spot you'll see him on Saturday because he will also be over at ISPW as he's set to take on Rick Recon. So we got all that coming up for you guys. Might have some other guests joining in, not sure yet. But yes, let me get into what happened this weekend up in Oneida. See, I actually said the name right this time.
Go on.
It was a fun experience. I will definitely say that much. It was definitely, you really got to see the behind the scenes of a wrestling show being taped. Especially when, there had to be certain things redone a couple of times, which you don't see that at a live show. If you go to, let's say you go to BCW, you go to ISPW or VPW, and if there's a mistake in a match, they just keep going. And when it comes to, and being up there was fun. I give Craig and Craig and the crew there a lot of credit for the school they put together. It's a nice school. It's a nice setup they have. They will have their next set of tape-ins be the end of February, which will include their first seminar being held by Fox Vineyard, who will be running the seminar. I think that seminar starts 11 a.m. on the 24th. Anthony, let me know if you're watching the comments. Let me know if I got that right.
No, you got that right. I saw it.
So you got that coming up, and like I said, you're not gonna want to miss what they have coming up in these episodes because all I'm gonna say is this: some stuff went down, and it's stuff you're not gonna want to miss. And also, guys, just want to also make a mention that in the weeks to come, we will have some of the talent on from UWE in the weeks to come. Not sure yet when the first episode will air. Hopefully, we should hear about it sometime soon because they really want to get the ball rolling with this. So we'll see how it all plays out. But it was definitely a fun experience. It was fun actually running the sound for the show. And I didn't screw up, which I was happy with.
That's a plus.
But I will say this much, though. It is very easy to run the sound. As long as you have the right music queued up, you're good.
Exactly.
The only thing I have to learn is my timing a little bit, because I did notice there were certain moments where I went to go where I would either cut too soon or not too soon. I would cut too early or I would cut too late.
Mm.
So I have to kind of learn the right balance with that, so to speak.
No.
Nah, Anthony, he likes you.
No, you're good. You're good, Anthony. You're good.
The funny thing was they had promos to cut before they started doing the tape-ins. And I kid you not, they go to do the stompers, and I forgot who they said, but they're like, yeah, one of you got, you go, Anthony, who obviously we know him as Frankie, who turned around and he was like, oh, be the stupid one. But we do got some more comments coming in, so let me just go through them quickly. Billy chimes in. Hey, Billy, what's going on?
What's up, Billy?
Billy, I do have to give you props, though. On Saturday, you were fantastic in doing your backstage stuff, like always. And you were, like I said, you were really good. Apparently, Anthony's popping out that he was liked. It was good to see you too. I have no idea who it is.
Whoever you are, please reveal yourself.
Yes, but like I said, guys, in the weeks to come, more stuff will be coming out from UWE and all that stuff. But it was definitely a fun experience. I can't wait till February's tape-ins, and maybe one day Ryan will make the journey up there with me.
Who knows?
And the only way you can find that out is you have to go to UWE's social media accounts, and they'll let you know.
Exactly.
But let's keep things moving here because we got a lot of stuff to. Oh, we got one more comment coming in here that I want to get going. Yep, Billy, it's believe me, like I've said to you before, it's not going to happen overnight. And then we got one more comment.
Oh, Merc.
Oh, what's going on, Mark?
What's up, dude?
But I want to keep things moving here because, yes, we'll get back into independent stuff at 9:00 when Anthony Gangone joins us. But Ryan, got a question for you.
What's up?
Was there something hard to kill on Saturday?
Actually, yes, because this past weekend was some would say return after I think 6 or 7 years of a little company called TNA Wrestling, as they presented Hard to Kill live from the Palms in Las Vegas, Nevada, which, by the way, first of all, that venue was gorgeous from what I saw.
And we're gonna give our reactions to what happened, but let's get going now. Actually, we opened up with the Knockouts X Division X match, Ultimate X, as we have a new number one contender for the women's title in Giselle Shaw. And if you recall last week on the show, when we were talking about the pay-per-view, or I think now from what I read, supposedly now they're going under the PLE name.
Yes.
But honestly, giving it to Giselle, I have no issues with it all.
No, absolutely not. Giselle has improved in the last year and a half that she's been on the roster and whatnot, and just seeing her progress into now number one contender to the championship, was pretty good.
Yeah, hopefully she can cash in that better than Damian Priest will. But and we'll get into who's the when it comes to the women's champion, but let's keep things moving here. We had, I guess you could say, the next match on here was sort of a filler match, if you want to call it that. It was at first going to be PCO versus Dirty Dango. But then it turned into a 6-man as we got Jake Something, PCO, and Rhino taking on Alpha Bravo, Dirty Dango, and Oleg Prudis, who, in case you are new to the pro wrestling world, we had Rhino and Vladimir Kozlov in the same ring in 2024. Who would have ever thought that would have happened?
Nobody.
Yeah, but also look at it this way. It's pro wrestling. Does anything make sense nowadays?
Nope.
But what's your thoughts quickly on this match?
Like you said, it was a filler match. I thought it was actually, pretty decent with I think it was pretty decent with you know what? I'm actually gonna stop right here for a second because I'm just noticing when I do these thumbs up things, it's not someone doing that because I think it's a new thing. Hold on. I want to try something here. This is completely off the rails for a hot second. Because I saw someone else do this on their Facebook Live. I think I saw Shane Fair do this. If you do a thumbs up, that comes up.
What the hell?
I don't know. If you do this.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
If you do this.
What the?
If you do this. Or this.
Okay, the more you learn. I was gonna say, should we have, when we start doing that, should I have the little thing come up from the television ad that would say, "The more you learn"?
Honestly, that's what I thought either this would be. The more you learn. And, sorry, wanted to because I'm just finally noticing that now because I'm doing the thumbs up. Like, who's giving me a thumbs up? Oh wait, it's me. So, but yeah, it was a filler match. I will say Jake Something doing his little springboard like run on the ramp over the top rope and doing a double clothesline to start the match was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he cleared it, I'm like, wow, okay.
And he's a big guy though.
Yeah, he's actually, he's actually a little bit taller than me. I know, shocking.
Well, hold on, I got a question now for you.
What's up?
Have you ever worked with him?
Yes.
I that's what we should do now for every match we ever cover. Just have a little thing. So Ryan, did you work with them?
So you know what? Let's backtrack. Let's backtrack to the Ultimate X match. Let's do it.
Okay, fine. Give us something to do. All right. So in the Ultimate X match, you had Giselle Shaw.
Nope.
Alicia Edwards.
Yes.
Danny Luna, I think her name is.
She's in the UK, so no.
Jody Threat.
No. I thought I did, but I didn't.
Tasha Steeles.
Yes.
Zaya Brookside.
No.
PCO.
Oh, yeah. Really?
I know the answer to the next one because I was with you when you worked with him.
Which was?
Dirty Dango.
Yes.
Why do you think I said I was with you when you worked with him?
Dirty Dango. Yes.
Alpha Bravo.
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And Oleg Prudis.
No. You forgot two more people.
Who?
Jake Something and Rhino, which both of them are yes.
I was going through the matches from Cage Match.
All right. Well, anyway, those two, yes.
Or actually, Oleg Prudis. Isn't that what I call beefed up Billy Fetsky now?
Moving on.
All right. So now we had the Knockouts World Tag Team Title match happen as Decay, which was Havoc and Rosemary, which
yes.
I know Rosemary was yes, Havoc.
Yes.
Okay. Defeated MK Ultra, which is Killer Kelly.
No.
And obviously, I know the answer to Masha. That's a yes.
Of course.
What do you think of this one?
I thought it was good. happy for Decay dethroning MK Ultra. Very good match. Very good Knockouts tag title matchup, actually.
You know what's funny? I'm just gonna say this right now about TNA. The fact that they're able to have a Knockouts tag title match, and it's actually means something,
Mm-hmm.
and it's actually with two legit tag teams, and not okay. We're gonna take person A, put it with person B, have them go up against person C, who's gonna be teamed up with person D, but there's no storyline. There's nothing.
Yeah, shit happens. It is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Oh boy, here we go.
Next,
the trios match for the X Division title.
1 out of the 3 I've actually worked with.
Can I take a yes?
Sure.
Chris Sabin.
Yep.
Oh, that was first shot. Wow. Chris Sabin defeated El Hijo del Vikingo and Kushida.
This
match also took 12 minutes and 57 seconds, by the way.
I don't care about times. First of all, the Canadian Destroyer from Sabin to Vikingo on the fucking ramp.
Yes, I did see the clip for that.
Oh. God damn.
But I thought that what I liked with this one is you had 3 guys who can put on a fucking clinic.
And boy, did they ever. Chris Sabin, who's been a part of TNA since day one. Kushida, who's like relatively well known in the Japan junior heavyweight division, and El Hijo del Vikingo, a fast rising up and comer in the lucha libre scene. So 3 different from 3 different backgrounds, but all of them with the same styles.
And I might be mistaken. I might have forgot here. What was his name in WWE? Kushida. Was it Kushida?
Yeah, it was Kushida.
Okay, I don't know why I thought the entire time I'm like, oh, there's gonna be he has to have another name.
No. No, it was Kushida.
That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Next match we got here is a singles match as Josh Alexander. I know the answer to that one already.
Of course.
Took on Alex Hammerstone.
Yes.
How is he, by the way?
Who? Hammerstone?
Hammerstone.
Chill. Awesome, laid back. But yes, I've worked with them.
Josh Alexander got the win here.
No surprise.
Well, I was a little surprised, though.
No, I'm not.
How do you figure?
Because I feel like Josh Alexander is one of the main pillars of Impact / TNA.
Yep. Actually, Ryan, keep talking for a second because our first guest will be joining us in a few moments.
Does it begin with the letter C?
Aha. First time in over a year, he's coming back to the show.
Fantastic,
so, folks. Stay tuned.
I'll talk about that match. So Alexander and Hammerstone, great matchup. 2 big bulky guys. I think it was Alexander. No, it was Hammerstone that made the call out to Alexander. He literally called him out just randomly on social media, and Alexander accepted. And boy, these 2 put on a fucking clinic. It wasn't any of the high flying flippy do stuff that you would expect. It was definitely more of a ground and pound, hard hitting, as they say, a hoss fight style. Which see Josh Alexander become victorious, considering he is one of the main pillars of Impact Wrestling, especially in the last few years where he's pretty much been a workhorse. You couldn't ask for anything better. And where does this lead for Hammerstone? Who knows? I don't think he's signed with Impact. I think that was just a one-off for now. But I have a feeling we might be seeing more of him in Impact.
How do you think? Yeah. Well, honestly, I hope so because him in WWE, I know everybody says, oh, they got to go to WWE. I don't want him in WWE.
I don't want him in AEW.
The only way I put him in AEW is if you do one thing. Have him and Richard Holiday come back, reform the Dynasty faction with MJF.
But the thing is, AEW's roster is already saturated enough already.
Oh yeah, no, that I don't think it's gonna happen.
If they want to do the Dynasty thing, why not do it in TNA?
I mean, yeah, you could have MJF be in TNA.
I wouldn't say MJF. Just have those two go at it.
Yeah, but okay, but here's the thing though. You look at Richard Holiday though, since he broke off from Hammerstone, the character development with him has been incredible.
Yeah, but I think he'll do well I think he would do well in TNA because it's more freedom.
Especially, I love when he had just turned. I remember with Holiday, he had just turned heel, and I don't know if you remember when he used to have the bloody shirt. It was perfectly done with him. But it'll be curious to see how all of that plays out with Hammerstone, because I think, Ryan, I think you can agree with me on this. When it comes to 2024 for professional wrestling, it's up in the air at this point.
A lot of stuff is going to be going down.
I think you're going to get more stuff in 2024 than you did in 2023.
Oh, yeah.
But let's keep things moving here. As the next match we have here, just give me a second, I have to pull up the thing. We talked about the women's tag match. We talked about the X Division. Oh, boy. The 4-way dance for the tag titles.
Oof.
Featuring a team of ABC, Grizzled Young Vets, Laredo Kid and Mike Bailey.
Yes.
And
and by the way, I'm answering like yes or no after every time you say the name.
And the Rascals.
Yes.
Yeah, because originally
Grizzled Young Veterans, yes. And the other team, I know I'm jumping the gun already, but originally it was supposed to be Speedball, Mike Bailey, and Trent Seven. However, due to travel issues, Trent Seven could not make it to the show, so replacing him was Laredo Kid.
Because I remember with that match when it was first announced, we were going over the card, and you're like, yeah, I worked with 7 out of 8 of them. But it's really funny when you look at, when you look at a lot of these matches, and you could sit there, you being the ring announcer that you are, the very esteemed ring announcer, and you can sit there, look at an entire card and go, yep, I've worked with them, I've worked with them, I've worked with them, I've worked with them, I've worked with them. But that shows you also your longevity in this field.
More the fact that I've been doing this for too damn long.
Yeah, but you're having fun doing this.
Some days I wonder, but anyway.
I see your face when you come out in the ring, and especially if it's a Creative Pro show and you have 700 people yelling "Sexy Ryan."
True.
But Ryan, actually, we do have a guest joining us.
Yeah, so why don't you introduce this guest?
Guys, this is a guest who we haven't had this guy on the show in a while. And it's an honor that he's coming back, first time with us. He is you can hear him do the voice of Brie Combination, but he's also one of the voice. Is he the voice or one of the voices?
He is the voice
of Ace, because obviously we'll get into all that. Ryan's best friend.
Hey, I love the guy.
Mr. Cheyenne Ortiz.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait.
Cheyenne.
Oh, hello, guys.
Oh, Cheyenne, what the hell?
What's happening?
Oh,
there he is.
Oh, this is too funny.
Are you okay, Cheyenne?
I don't know.
Hello?
If we just Cheyenne up, or
did you break him?
No, I was getting this really great introduction, and your goofy ass showed up. Like, I don't get anything from anybody. And John gave me this really nice professional introduction, and you ruined it, basically. Period. I had this condescending comment that I'm Ryan's best friend. Like if I haven't known him for 10 years, like just because he pisses me off professionally doesn't mean I don't like the guy. Like who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Jesus. Can we stop with the
Alrighty.
innuendos and the hate? Just ask me. And could you give Mike Morgan his intro since he ruined mine? Just give him his.
I didn't ruin yours.
Ryan, you're the ring announcer. You know them longer than I have.
If we're gonna
Where's yours?
throw innuendos like that out, the man that makes Ryan Peterson fear his exact position every show, Mike Morgan. Go ahead, give his intro.
That's actually a good one too.
Yo, that
Well,
was that was
You heard Cyan, Mike Morgan. Now,
No
hey, you got a
respect.
better. Hey,
No
hey,
respect.
at least you got a good intro. You got the intro. What's
Oh
up,
my
guys?
God.
How's everybody doing?
What's going on,
what's going on,
guys?
Just staying busy. You know me.
To be honest, I wasn't expecting Mike to be on at all. I was only expecting Cheyenne.
Well, in true reality, I was. It was only supposed to be Cheyenne,
Right.
but he caught me right at the right moment where I just finished picking up a deceased, so I kind of could jump in for a little bit. But most of the stuff is Cheyenne has everything that needs to be said. You know,
Well,
let's
that's not true.
let's
I'm
make
sure
this
that-
all
that
about
John-
Cheyenne today.
That John and Ryan are gonna have all these probing questions for you in regards to the return of Ace. So whatever questions, direct them to him first. I'm just the Morgan Whisperer.
The Morgan Whisperer. I like
Yes.
that one. I like
Morgan
that.
was
Yeah.
Ryan,
Yes.
go right
Nope.
ahead.
John, go ahead.
All right, so Mike, I'll ask you the first question. How does
Go
it
ahead.
deal with Ace coming back beginning of February?
Like I'm regretting it. No. No,
He
no,
does that
no.
every time.
It's been pretty exciting, to be honest. Getting back to the creative part, putting everything together, talking to some of the guys that haven't had the decency of calling anybody for like a year. You know, all of a sudden now they there goes Cheyenne. Morgan's shooting stars again. So it's kind of cool, you know, get to talk to a lot of the guys I haven't spoke to in about a year.
I'm just checking the number. I'm just checking the numbers. How much money have we raised?
Raised for what?
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, we don't do GoFundMe
Okay.
wrestling shows.
Okay.
We're probably gonna have to create one after the main event to rebuild the building.
Oh, well, yeah, the main event. Well, this year we're kind of doing things a little bit different than the normal Hero Celebration.
Yeah.
We've decided that we're going to eliminate the tournament for the cup.
That doesn't.
So we're basically
Now, here's a question that I actually have. Does that mean it's gone forever, or is it just?
no. You know what it was? I figured that this year, why don't we really dedicate the whole show, all the matches, everybody that is there, dedicated to him. Not too many people know that this year's on Valentine's Day will be Mikey's 30th birthday. So I figured to do something totally different.
That's right.
And actually run it where the whole entire show is just every single match is going to be dedicated to him, and basically the whole show. And just instead of just making a couple of matches, tournament type thing. So I figured I eliminate the cup and go. I'm not saying it's not going to come back. Never say never in this business, as we can tell. People shut down and then they open up in 2 days. But Cheyenne, I keep seeing your face. Why are you making faces?
No reason.
So I figured, we're gonna go a different route this year. Just this year, for now. We'll decide what we're gonna do after that.
That means me and Ryan still got a chance for the tag cup.
That's
That means
For the
we still
tag
got a
cup,
chance.
yeah.
let's go.
I mean, definite. A tuxedo match would be fucking awesome with you guys.
I'd put Ryan over.
Yeah.
I'd
No, I'll
Ryan
put
over.
Cheyenne over.
Oh,
Okay.
All right. So I guess the referee is going over since nobody wants to go over.
Oh no, that's it. I was being humble. I was being humble about it. That's fine. I'll make you look strong, but you can take the pick.
I was being humble too, Cheyenne. I was.
There you go.
That's a lot of humbling going around. John, go ahead, buddy.
Ryan.
I'm not
No,
putting
John, you're next. You're next again.
So, Cheyenne,
Why is everybody shaking? It's not like Jesus just came back.
Cheyenne, I'll ask you the same question. Obviously, you've been a part of Ace now for a while. Ace was gone for about a year. Coming back now, how do you feel about this?
I'm really, really excited. I don't think the fans or the locker room are aware of in ring how different of a product this is going to be, or at least it's a product that hasn't been unleashed in a while from a caliber standpoint. And I think, look, February 3rd in Teaneck, I hope everybody's going out there to honor Mikey. That's the main thing. We've got this awesome main event run around with Jay Lethal taking on Dan Moff, which, by the way, is for their first singles match in almost 15 years.
Wow.
And they've only it's pre-pandemic, but the last time they worked together was Ring of Honor, Danny Moff with Jeff Cobb versus Jay and Jonathan Gresham on Ring of Honor TV.
Yep. It's been a long time.
That was 2019, maybe the top of 2020. That was the last time they touched. So to have them in a singles capacity of any form is exciting in and out of itself, but to have them be the main event, and they also have a very fond history with Mikey, obviously before me, Jay in particular, because Jay was, the standard for many, many years, despite all his television jobs, was the standard bearer for Ace and waved that flag real high. So he had a deep connection with Mikey, just like so many of us. But
he basically saw him grow up in a sense.
Right.
Jay started coming to Ace when he was around 18.
About 18, 19, right?
18, 19. No, it was actually 17 and a half to 18 is when he first started coming in. So think about it. I mean, Mikey was only like 14, 15.
Yeah.
So, they basically, broke bread together in the building. We hung out in the building. We cut promos in the building. So it's like they have a major, major history. And then when Danny came in, that's when Mikey was already more into the production, and he was part of a lot of the DVDs, the best ofs of Danny Moff. He put together. He would do all the interviews, all the videos, all the opening videos for the show.
Yep.
At one point, I mean, Will Wyatt was the one who was in charge of production at that time, and then Will kind of took him under his wing and basically taught him everything, and he was the one who was in charge of opening videos for the shows, all the promos, every event that we put up weekly, because we had a weekly show that we used to put up, and he became the editor and the producer of all these videos and shows.
Yeah, so we've got that in the main event. It's obviously very, very emotional. For those of you who know the history of Ace and the New Jersey Independents, we've got a women's match on for the first time since 2017, maybe 2018, and that's a big deal because Ace, even in the AWA days, in the initial incarnation of Ace, and then Ace in the third floor of Sip Street, pioneered independent women's wrestling, was one of the first indie feds, credible indie feds, to have a women's championship. And so having that alone is a big deal. Vince Steele's got the open challenge coming up for the heavyweight title, and it is open. That's the only thing I could tell you. It is open. So John, that's the best way to put it.
I'm not gonna take that one.
Oh, come on.
And one person, two person, three person, four. Who's gonna come knocking?
It's open.
Vince door? It is open, and I got a telegram just today. Yes, it's cheaper. I got a telegram just today. Just today about someone who's very, very interested, and yeah, you never know is all I can tell you.
Plus, I mean, there was a lot of Ace Pass showing up to this event.
Yeah.
There's one match that we really haven't really fully announced yet, 100%. I mean, we could throw it out here. We have Rob Vegas is going to be on the show, and he's going to go one-on-one with Chris Rockwell.
Yeah.
Wow.
That has not been seen in Ace for a couple of years now.
Since
So
2018.
he'll be since 2018. So he'll be at the show, and they're going one-on-one.
Yeah, Chris Walker's name I haven't heard of in a long time.
It's been a while. There's a couple of other surprises that are going to be in the building. That's the one that it's actually going to perform on the show, but we have other guests that have called, and they're going to be at the show.
And not to mention the Diamond Division title is on the line with Cade Lothbrock, correct?
Yes, and Mike Mastretta.
Oof.
They're going one-on-one.
I think it's their first time ever clashing too, by the way.
Yes, it's the first time ever.
Yeah,
first
I didn't
time
believe
ever.
it when Cade told me, but it is.
I am
So
looking forward to seeing that.
So yeah, when we sat down and we discussed this show, and we were throwing ideas back and forth, and I mean, there's been multiple changes been made to the card, because on this show, what we're trying to do is we're trying to bring the past, the present, and the future all mixed together in one tremendous show, and everybody from Jay coming back and calling and coming in, from Danny being on the show, from Rockwell calling and he's going to be part of the show, and anywhere Rockwell comes in, PVO is around, so that's could be another surprise.
Yeah.
There's a few other wrestlers that were part of the Union City era that have not basically stopped wrestling, and then they're going to be present also on that day.
It's very much a homecoming, a reunion, a lot of things when it comes to Hero Celebration on this particular evening.
In other words, folks, get your ass over to T-Neck February 3rd. That's all.
And for clarification, this will be up. I mean, I can put this up right now, or if anything tomorrow. But tickets will be available at the door for Hero Celebration. Tickets will be available at the door. DM us for any reservations or holds.
Yes, we're trying to basically stop that extra fee that a lot of these companies are basically. You're jacking up the ticket price by $2 or $3. So we figured, you know what, we don't have ringside. We have a general admission. So if we could actually help the fans and say, you know what, save your $3, come at the door. There's plenty of room. There's going to be plenty of room. But again, if you call it, if you actually email her at acewrestlingnj.yahoo.com, if you email us and you want reservations right up front, then just email me and I'll make sure that you get your seat up front.
Yep.
But right now it's going to be a general admission at the door. I think it's easier for everybody. Nobody has to worry about losing tickets or getting charged extra, and we all know credit cards are charging 3% extra now. And it's just a lot of overhead, and we're just trying to make the show possible for everybody to enjoy without losing their shirt.
It's first come, first serve, but if you email us, we'll take care of you for the first row. And
we'll take care of you. Yeah.
We'll get your name on it and everything.
And also, folks, if you haven't been to an Ace show, you got to get yourself a freaking empanada. That's all.
Freaking Empanadas, the official sponsor.
The official sponsor, the Ace Empanadas.
And we're debuting Chaisance at this show.
Yes, something like that.
Yes, Chaisance.
Chaisance.
Cheyenne has the theory. I don't know. That's Cheyenne's thing. We'll let Cheyenne discuss that.
Well, look, I'm seeing these empanadas get made, and they're coming out, and it's fascinating seeing all this food get prepped, right? And I'm seeing this go down. So this empanada press is making all these empanadas and things, and it's making the seal so that you can get the empanada and the pillow and stuff. And a lot of people don't know this, but if you buy a chicken, a beef, whatever flavor you want empanada at these shows, they're actually labeled. If you look at the seal, you can see that it has C or B or whatever for whatever you purchase. So anyway, these empanadas are getting pressed, and I just see these semicircles of dough just laying there, and I'm like, that's a waste of money. It's very Puerto Rican to say. So I take the dough, and I'm like, all right, I will go. I wash my hands. I take the dough, and I roll them up into little miniature croissants. And I went and I deep fried them. There was an empty deep fryer there at the commissary. And as a former cook myself, I went and I put them together, put some cinnamon on them, and they were a hit. They were a smash hit at the kitchen, at the freaking Empanadas kitchen. So they're going to be making their debut very, very soon.
There was such a hit. There was only 3 people there, but it was a hit.
But they all ate.
It's a great idea. I got to give it to him. It's a great idea. Honestly, it's a great idea.
Oh, I couldn't agree more.
But you know, sometimes you just got to wonder where Cheyenne comes up with these ideas.
You're welcome. You were wasting materials.
John is in shock right now.
Oh, I can't. I'm looking forward to the wrestling on February 3rd, but I just can't wait to have another empanada.
Well, actually, we got a whole bunch of new flavors coming in. Besides the General Tso's, we got Thai chicken now. We have it's basically a Cuban meal, which is basically shredded beef with peppers and onions, and it's in a sauce.
It's very good.
It's basically known as what is it? Ropa vieja in Spanish for the. So I actually put that into the empanadas. So that's another one that we have.
So good.
So we're kind of mixing. We got some desserts. I mean, I'm trying to figure out the menu now because I want to make sure that there's enough that everybody can try different ones. Originally, you know that the beef and the chicken are going to be there.
Of course.
That's mandatory. But I'm trying to figure out what are the other, because we're up to almost 14 different flavors right now.
Wow.
So yeah. So we're
And
trying
then a bad one.
We're trying to figure out which ones we're going to put on the menu, not to overkill the concession, but we want to bring in the Thai. I think I'm going to bring in because it's a new one. Plus, it has a peanut sauce that goes with it. So it's it's like Thai chicken with a peanut sauce on it. So
Everything's going to be labeled, but if you have that food allergy, that's the one.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. We'll be asking everybody, and we'll let everybody know. But again, the peanut sauce is going to be a separate thing. It's not going to be in the empanada. It's basically something you could actually pour onto the empanada, like a dipping sauce, instead of, because of all the peanut allergies and stuff like that.
So Ryan, I guess it's safe to say the day beforehand I don't eat anything, so my stomach is good and ready.
Try days beforehand. You're gonna be fasting for 48 hours.
I mean, at one point we were talking about bringing the trailer. I was going to bring the truck to the event, but then I was like, it's too much. It'll probably be too much, and I don't want to have people go outside in the cold to get food.
Right.
So we figured maybe down in the springtime, because yes, this is not a one-shot deal, so that way we can get that bag out of that out from everybody thinking, oh, he stopped running. What was it, Cheyenne? Why did I stop running? What are the rumors that you heard?
You were out of money. You were trying to sell. You blackballed people from. Oh no, that's the other Fed. That's on my Facebook timeline.
Okay. Yeah. I don't blackball anybody. Everybody works for anybody. I don't give a shit. But yeah, I mean things. I just don't want to oversaturate the empanadas that day either. Damn, everybody got stuck. What happened?
I'm still trying to catch my breath after that comment from Cheyenne.
So yeah, we're. So, I mean, Shy, do you want to let it out? Who called and who sent you the telegram?
No.
You sure?
No, I don't want to let it out. I don't want to let it out.
Okay.
I want the direct response. About 7 or 8 different people asked if they could be a part of the open challenge, and at one point we gave the okay to about 2 different folks, right?
Yeah, there was actually 2 different people, and now we gotta. Now I gotta go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, pretty much.
The last person was a total big change.
Yeah, like we're The only thing I could tell you about this particular gentleman, if he gets back to me with a convincing enough response, is that it's certainly going to take Jurassic Juggernaut back to his foundation. It'll be under construction, pretty much. That moniker is the best way I could put it without giving it away.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So I got it. It's going to be Ryan Peterson in a constructor's hat. Okay.
Then what now?
He can do that match. But yeah, like
Ryan and Chance of a Lifetime Rumble's got to happen at least once. Even I've been in there. We got to get him in once. And you're lighter than 10 years ago. We could get your ass out.
Bro, that is true.
Just don't sandbag anybody and we'll do it.
No. John.
I would sandbag.
Well, you're down. How many pounds are you down now, John?
70.
70 pounds.
Wow, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We'll do the spot where Ryan throws you out and then someone throws out Ryan and you two fight on the outside.
Done.
All the way to the back. All the way to the back.
All the way to the back, out into the parking lot. Hopefully not the highway.
Into the car and drive off.
Just get all your shit in one night. That's the blow off. WrestleMania right there for y'all.
Yeah, we'll be fighting our way down to Philly.
Yeah.
Ryan, I love how every guest we have on, somehow they book us into a fight.
It's bound to happen.
Oh, we like you guys so much that we just want to see it.
Plus, like Andrew the Giant.
Plus, we're used to fighting when you guys were on the daytime cable show with the other guy.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. He went there. Oh. I was going to say, damn, this show feels lighter, but I didn't want to touch it. But then you come in and
yeah,
you come in.
You can say it's about 250 pounds lighter.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this show feels lighter right now.
And it's better. It's better dressed than neon sweaters. I'll tell you that much right now.
Oh my God! Wow.
And actually, Mike, while we have you on here, I actually had a question to ask you. And Ryan, I didn't run this past you yet.
I don't get. All right, whatever it is. But go ahead.
Right, that's the best way to do it on air.
Exactly.
What is that?
February 3rd.
Coffee.
Oh, you got the coffee still. Good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, well, you know what? We'll announce it on the day of the show.
I'm gonna give you guys the best endorsement ever because since you guys are using StreamYard like me and you're not, could I get a tight camera shot here just to help you guys out a little bit?
Hold on, I'll do you one better.
Yeah, just give me the single. There it is. Now here's the
Yeah,
thing.
talk about hogging the screen.
Yeah, but here's the thing. For those of you watching right now, this is the voice Cheyenne Ortiz, and I've drank Around the Ropes coffee, and I want to tell you the truth. I did not want to like it. No, seriously. Your friends, they give you free stuff all the time at D&Ds, and you're like, yeah, sure, Paul. I'll wear your stupid shirt. I'll take your selfie, and then I'll put on my WWE shirt like a real wrestler. Stuff like that. So I did the coffee thing, right? They hooked me up on the low for free. It's okay. You can pay, but they're going to give it to you for free anyway. So they're going to give you the coffee, right? And then one day, I'm out of my Spanish coffee, and I'm like, shit, I got to drink the free coffee. This is going to suck. It was so good. I'm upset. I'm still not going to pay for it. But the coffee is so good. So those of you who are paying, buy it. The coffee is really, really good. It's actually strong. It's actually flavorful. And it actually wakes you up. Around the Ropes coffee. It's kind of free.
That's a hell of an endorsement.
That's a hell of a commercial real quick.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And also, John can attest. You can have it. You can have it ice cold too.
Oh, okay. I'll do that. I'll do that next.
Yeah, even though it is only 20 degrees outside and there's
Who cares?
snow outside, who
No,
cares?
can I tell you? I really was like, this is gonna suck, and I was like, damn it, the coffee's actually good.
I appreciate that, Cheyenne.
It was good. You got I'm blanking on the third one, but you guys got good coffee. Mike's close personal friend of 35 years, Andrew Anderson, has really, really good coffee also. And there was another one that I had and I'm blanking on. But you guys have a really good coffee. Definitely try it out.
Thank you, Cheyenne.
And try to pay for it.
I'm looking at Mike's face right now.
I can't.
Well, actually, Ryan, I'm going to put you in the guest spot here for a hot second, since you'll be the ring announcer for the show.
Am I? I don't know.
There'll probably be a graphic coming out soon, maybe.
No,
Ryan,
no
I'll make you a
graphics.
graphic. All right, Ryan, I'll make you a
There's
graphic.
no- Fuck.
I'll make you a
Even the
graphic.
fuck. Yo, you know what, Shan? Make the referee graphic. Make the music guy graphic. Everybody gets a graphic. You know what?
That's it.
We'll go to the concession and we'll fucking make a graphic
You know what's gonna
event
happen,
too.
right? You know what's gonna happen, right? Because then, now that John told him, then Ryan's gonna be like, "Hey, where's my graphic?" And that's where those slick comments
Hell
are,
no.
Ryan's close personal friend
Hell
Cheyenne.
no.
We didn't make him a fucking graphic. That's
Hell
where that
no.
wise shit comes from. Don't let these two angels fool you. They're also terrible people. Also, it's like, please don't be misled.
Listen, Mike has tolerated me for over a decade, so
It's
But
been a
no,
decade.
more than that, actually.
Holy shit! It's been that
Ryan,
long.
when did you start? With
When
Mike?
did you? Yeah, you know what? That's a great question.
So I actually went down as a fan. I think it was 2012. That's when you guys just left Union City, when you went over to Wallington.
Did you ever go to Union City?
No, I've never been to Union. I've never been to Sip Street.
Okay.
I started going to Ace right when you guys closed that down, and then I
And
started,
moved over to Wallington.
yeah, formerly known as the
Holy
Morgan.
shit!
So I started with you 2013.
What the fuck?
Time-
Wow.
I said, and I said,
Time
One year before
flies.
me.
and I've said this, to every promotion that I work with. I wouldn't have gotten my start without Ace Pro Wrestling, because you, Mike, have taught me the correct fundamentals on, just announcing and being in front of like production and whatnot. Because you were like one of the first,
Yeah.
and I'm all forever grateful for that.
So you came
Thank
in right
you, thank
after
you.
Kenny, right?
What's up?
So you came in right after Kenny, right? You were Kenny's replacement.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I actually reached out to Mike this because, Mike, if you remember the first Hero Celebration show, I still have the armband from the first show.
Wow. You're probably the only one that still has that.
Nope, I still got mine. A lot of us
Still have them? I mean-
armbands. Absolutely.
Yeah. Wow, that's a lot. Yo, that's crazy how long we all been in a mix together in a sense.
Yeah,
I mean,
a lot
Mike,
of us.
you know my
still
mother
have
for
Oh,
the
a
first
long
one.
time. You as well, sir.
Oh no, yeah. I'm your mom. God bless her soul. But I sometimes you don't even think how time flies. I never even thought you were with us that long.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's really crazy. I mean, I have a lot of guys like Rob Vegas. Rob Vegas started with me when he was 19 years old.
Wow.
The guy's close to his 40s now.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's yeah, no, it's a lot of years. I mean, Rob, who was up there? Rob, Jay, were
Donovan.
all on the Donovan, which doesn't work with us anymore, but Donovan,
Azrael.
Azrael came on the second floor. The top floor was Jay, Donovan, Rob. Shit. That's still working.
Will? Wyatt? Wyatt?
Wyatt was one of the students on the third floor. So he's been with me. My God, bro. Will has been with me almost 20 years. Close to 20 years he's been with me. And it's a funny story with him because he started as a student. And then he was going to school for film production. And we basically gave him an internship at Ace. And if it wasn't for Will, the overdrives would have never been online.
Right.
The whole production part of the DVDs and everything. So and from there we grew into this major way of doing these events. Because now it's kind of hard for us to do the events like we used to do. But guys, we never started a show without an opening video package, just like they do on the pay-per-views.
Well,
that's how we used to do our shows
until Wallington, right?
Yeah, Wallington. We were trying to combine them to try to do it on the TVs when we had the TVs. I think we pulled off maybe one or twice, but again, the main production was Mikey. Mikey was one of the main production stuff with Will. And after all that, everything kind of changed a little bit. So it kind of drew off a little bit of what the little details that we used to do that everybody basically copied after. I mean, not knocking, God bless. I mean,
No, it's
we all take from everybody,
right.
but originally the first projector that we used on the building in Sip Street was the first time anybody had a Tron. And then from there we did the videos, and then everybody started, taking a little bit from here, making it their own and stuff like that. So
and guys, go on the Ace YouTube, and there's tons of stuff.
Of opening videos.
Tons of stuff of opening videos, and like just see the arenas that Mikey and Will, predominantly Mike and Mikey, just cultivated through the years, through not Sip Street alone, but all the way up into some of the stuff now, because we still from time to time will put out, banners and different pipe and drapes and other elaborations and stuff. I wanted to bring something to everybody's attention. So for those of you who don't know, not just the host of the show, those watching, this is the 7th Hero Celebration. And I want to particularly bring up the first card that happened at Jose Marti Academy and Hero Celebration that had close to 5,000 people. Mike doesn't want to believe that, but that's what he drew. But God forbid, I tell him the facts. So let's give him the rundown of the first card, just for everybody, because I don't even think John's aware of this.
John, I think somebody kicked me in the ribs.
Right. Yeah. Mike Donovan and Ricky Richards versus EYFBO. You might know them as Proud and Powerful now. Okay, just for the record. And that was the opening contest.
I forgot.
Eddie Kingston with Missy Sampson at his side took on TJ Marconi. The Fight for Flight title was on the line when Josh Glide defended against Benny Martinez, Chris Reyes, Chris Taylor, Lou Torres, and Steve Scott. First time ever in 2015, Dan Moff versus Stockade ended in a no contest because we legitimately could not get them to stop fighting out of the bleachers. They completely blew their finish and forgot it and started fighting in the bleachers and did not stop and did not listen to the ref and just kept beating the piss out of each other. So there was that. Then we had Apollo Jr., Grand Apollo, and Asher Morales take on the team of Bad Company. My buddy, Uncle Danny Pagan, Steve Pena, and Absolute Alvin. Vince Steele took on my main man, King Mega. Rob Vegas took on Jay Lethal and a legitimate 30-minute show stealer, to the point where fans from Union City were bringing back chants against Rob Vegas from his time with the Aces, where Rob legitimately froze and did not know what to do with himself. Thank God he calls his stuff in the ring. And in the main event, in a Rumble-style affair, a 30-man Mike Morgan Jr. Memorial Battle Royal Rumble style, which was won by the conscious of American Championship Entertainment, William Wyeth. It's been a lot of things over the last 10 years. Producing these shows, of course. It's doing all the different tournaments and Heroes Cups. We had the Movement, which at one time was the #1 tag team in Ace, go at it in the finals. We had the last tag team appearance of Style of Finesse, which was a foundation tag team in the Northeast for many, many years. Win a tag team rendition of the tournament one year. Adam Payne took on Asher Morales in the finals over in Bogota. At the time, Asher Morales was like the babyface, and that was like a passing of the torch moment for the company. Of course, Stockade is also a Heroes Cup winner and a very underrated card for 2019, just before the pandemic. And then we came back last year, and Dan Moff and Cade Lothbrook took on Alvin Alvarez and Tristan Law in your main event with Mike Morgan and as a special guest referee. It's on YouTube. It's worth giving a look. It's entertaining as all hell seeing Mike mess with Alvin the whole match, and then punch him in the jaw. So yeah, it is a pillar event in the state of New Jersey. I know it's a big statement. I know it's a biased statement, but I don't care. But it's something that it's like no other. So if you can be a part of it, be a part of it, is what I'm saying.
The fact that this is the 7th Hero Celebration, it's crazy that it's been like that many already.
Yeah. It's been a while. It's believe believe it or not, it's we're going on I think it's 8th, 9th year of his passing.
Yeah,
It's crazy to even think how time flies that quick.
Yeah.
To me, it feels like it was yesterday, to be honest with you. But it's one of those things that we have to grow. We have to continue to take one step forward, take one step at a time, and just keep moving forward and stuff. Again, the show is something that we want to do. I'm trying to put this show to basically start the year for indies in general. We're stacking it up. I mean, guys, I get calls all day, all night. And I have to weave out who I can put on, who I can't put on, what we can do. Me and Cheyenne are on the phone constantly going back and forth with what we're going to do. The roster is a little bit different than what we normally had. That was one of my key things. I don't want to do what we did before. I'm trying to give new people a new look. See who's out there. Develop something with different people. We're trying to be more storyline based. Again, this is all depending on people's commitment. I can sit here and tell you we're going to run storylines for 6 months, but it all comes down to the commitment of the people that are actually telling the story. So is there going to be some changes? Of course there is. It'll be real. It's not realistic to say it's not going to be changes because some people are not going to be committed. They're going to come in because of what the show represents. They're going to come in with the idea of, oh, I'm going to work Ace and I can put it on my resume. And then they might not want to commit. We're looking for a storyline based company. I've said it for years and I'll say it again. It's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. If you can follow a story and you can actually get invested in a story, it's more entertaining than just doing matches on a show and just going back and forth and then getting on social media and shitting on everybody else's product. This is simple. If you love this business, keep your mouth shut and respect the business. Damn, guys, why is everybody so quiet?
We were listening. We were listening.
Attentively.
So, I can tell. I was like, shit, these guys are listening more than my kids.
But
I wish the 20 guys in the locker room would listen as well.
But Cheyenne, Mike, actually, before we let you go, I do want to show the graphic quickly for the show. There's the information right there. There's where you can get all the information. Guys, you're not going to want to miss this. I'm ecstatic to be back. I was going to be coming back either way.
It's going to be good. Take my word for it. It's going to be good. I normally don't guarantee anything. It's going to be good.
Rest in peace.
There's going to be a lot of surprises.
Rest in peace to the building at T-Mac.
Exactly. But Cheyenne and Mike, I would love to have you guys on, but our next guest is actually in the waiting room.
Go ahead, man. Go. Who's that?
Anthony Gangone.
Oh, can I just say hi?
Sure.
Can I stay and say hi? Mike can stay. We know Anthony. He knows us. We know him.
Ryan, would you like to introduce our next guest?
Sure. Folks, our next guest joining the four of us, you may have seen him in other promotions as Bree Combination Wrestling. You've seen him numerous times back at Ace Pro Wrestling. The one and only Dr. Sleep, Anthony Gangone. What the hell?
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Anthony, what's going on?
I'm doing well. I'm so glad to see Mike here. Cheyenne, not so much. Everybody else, how's everyone doing?
I'm doing great, especially with that last statement. Fantastic.
I do mean that.
You know.
I,
All right,
I,
guys. Listen, I gotta go, but God bless everybody. Love you guys. Take care. See you at the show. Anthony will keep talking because I know you have another commitment, but he was gonna come to the show also, but he has another commitment. But next time.
Yeah,
God bless, guys. Take care.
Take
Take
care.
care, Mike.
Cheyenne, you're more than welcome to stay if you want.
What are we gonna talk about?
I just want to come and say hi to my good buddy Anthony Gangone. That's all I wanted to do. That's it.
Great. You're not gonna stick around?
No. It's your time. It's your plan. I just want to be in the moment. I mean, it's okay. It's you threw a little salt on the snow, but I forgive you. That's what real friends do.
It's all an act. You know that.
I know. Hey, it's the first time seeing it, huh?
What am I looking at?
What do you mean? What do you mean? This
Action figures.
Yeah.
Oh, that's for children.
What?
I don't do any of those.
They're for children of all ages.
I don't know, Cheyenne.
Oh, this is bogus. You get 58 teeth instead of 52, and you think you're somebody. I'll see you at BCW.
All right, I'll see you then. Goodbye.
Cheyenne, see you Saturday.
Shut up.
So how have you been, Anthony?
What are we gonna talk about?
Oh, we have so much to talk about. First thing I want to talk about is the new get up now with the mask. What inspired the new look all of a sudden?
I felt that I needed to smile more. So, I kind of have a more permanent smile that really shows the inside of how I feel about doing these kind of things and being at shows and being around fans.
Right.
I'm gonna jump the gun right ahead. You got a big weekend coming up. First of all, on Saturday, you're in a high-profile tag team match at BCW. Care to elaborate more about it, sir?
Yes, well, it'll be myself and Darius Carter, who he and I have a lot of history with each other. You know, we were part of the Crusade for Change. He was the leader of that. And now he's BCW champion. I am the Grand Dragon champion. And we've seen these two wrestlers in Jay Bougie and Face come along. And I kind of see the writing on the wall. And I thought that perhaps me and Darius could work together to kind of stomp out those problems and keep BCW in the right way, on the right path, and the path that it's on right now is the correct path, and we don't want to really stray away from that.
Okay, now let me ask you this though. You're working with Darius, and obviously I'm very much looking forward to this match. This match was announced at the last BCW show, which I think was in October, remember correctly?
Sure.
October, November, somewhere in that ballpark.
Sure.
Going into this match, obviously, like you said, it's you and Darius, but Darius is known to stab his own people, his own partners in the back. Is your head on more of a swivel going into Saturday, knowing that you got Darius there? And let's call a spade here. He's not the most trustworthy person. He's known to take shortcuts.
Interesting. Interesting you say that. Though Darius has always been great to me, but I can see why you would say that. But the thing is, I always like to go with the devil I know than the devil I don't. And I know Darius extremely well. And luckily for myself, I do have a brain. I know that's kind of hard to come up with when you're on the independent circuit, but I am one that does have a brain, and I will never look stupid. So I understand your concern, but trust me, Dr. Sleep knows exactly what's going on. I am a doctor, you know.
I'm not taking that away from you, but Ryan.
So when you become victorious in your tag match, I'm calling a shot right here. When,
Yes,
even though John says if, but I say when.
exactly.
Because, John, apparently in John's world, everything's bougie. When you defeat them, could you possibly see yourself going for that BCW title and probably becoming Dr. Two Champ?
Yeah, yes. Perhaps you should work on that name.
Yeah.
Really
I'm thinking on the fly here, man. I'm thinking on the fly.
You say Tony Two Belts. Oh,
Tony Two Belts. I like that. Tony Two Belts. I like that. Tony Two Belts.
See, the thing is that people don't seem to remember is that I won the Grand Dragon Championship in 3 matches in one night. And who did I defeat? Darius Carter in the finals. I also beat Jay Bougie in the semifinals. So the way that I see it, I am truly the most important champion in BCW. I'd like to remind everyone, it's not the title that makes the man or wrestler or woman. It's actually the person that makes the championship.
Exactly. Sorry, I was just coughing there for a second. After we get past Saturday, and after you go after Darius, do you have anybody on the radar who you would be willing to put your title up against? Because you are a fighting champion?
Are we speaking about the BCW roster?
Yeah, or anybody on the indies.
Anybody on the independent scene that you have your eyes on.
Ooh. Well, I am welcome to all challenges, but I think there's someone that's, as of right now, still doing independent shows, and I think someone like Brian Keith would be very interesting to face because he likes to collect on bounties. And I find that to be very interesting. So I think something of that caliber could be really great for not only myself, but also BCW. Have some fun with it, you know?
That's like that. That would definitely be an interesting battle. I'm throwing out one more name out there just because I'd love to see you two go at it again. But you and Vicky. I would love to see you two go at it again. The match that I was at, after what happened at the first time you guys fought, and then the second time, to me, it was probably one of the, if not the best, intergender match I have ever seen on indie level. Because you guys, both of you, yourself and Vicky, both told this great story, and you guys got everybody invested. That I remember with all the false finishes, that the Mecca felt like Madison Square Garden for a hot second.
Yeah, that would be a interesting match. I don't mind that match happening again. What I find interesting too is that ever since Vicky faced me, she kind of went down a darker route. She kind of embraced the darkness in her, and I like to think that it was all my fault that has occurred. But I think it's working out for her. So if she's willing to face me for her championship, I'll put my championship on the line and we'll combine them all.
I wouldn't have a problem with that, but
I got one more name. I actually am curious. Besides, you mentioned Brian Keith, someone who's doing still doing indies. There's another name out there who's been making a wave on the indies, and I think with both of your styles, I think it could work. Dr. Sleep, Anthony Gangone versus Speedball Mike Bailey.
Oh, the man of many kicks. I think that would be interesting to see if he could put Dr. Sleep to sleep. But I don't think it would work out for him because I actually have a doctrine in putting people to sleep. So I think the advantage is always going to be in my way. But he can come and try.
But folks, you can catch that matchup this Saturday at the Mecca for BCW. Now, before we go into your other matchup on BCW that weekend, there was something that was just announced from another promotion. And John, if you want to get that graphic up and ready, it is now official. You, Dr. Sleep, are in the King of New York tournament for Victory Pro Wrestling's King of New York on February 17th.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Now, there's one particular part about that kind of seems a little, we don't know which way it's going to go. Apparently, your confidant, Adam Kane, is in the tournament as well.
Yes. Yes, he is.
Now, what if, by any chance, it has to happen where it's you against him for the New York?
Oh,
I'm putting you on the spot right now.
well, I understand that people may think there might be some dissension and all that. I assure you that will not be the case. Actually, myself and Adam find ourselves to be very mature adults, and we would just go out there and see who the better wrestler that night would be, and more than likely see who would be crowned the King of New York. But I think at the end of the day, the person that wins, or the entity that wins, is actually Kane Industries, because whoever wins, whoever loses, it stays in Kane Industries and will become the King of New York. But I like to think of myself as the KING of NYC. So I think it also favors me to be in this tournament and likely win it.
Damn. But also, you have other competitors such as Desmond Cole, the Asgardian Beast, Kate Lothbrock is in said tournament.
Oh,
which I know you two have history. I know that for a fact.
Oh, we have quite the history, yes. And Desmond Cole is somebody I've never been in the ring with, but I hear lots of chatter about him, and I'd like to get my my gloves on him.
And folks, Victory Pro Wrestling King of New York, it's one of the if not the most quintessential tournaments in the New York metro area, hell, even on the East Coast. So highly recommend checking them out. February 17th in Bayshore. John? Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Use my code GANGONE, and you can save some money to buy tickets to that show.
There you go. You heard it from the potential winner of the tournament himself.
Likely winner.
Okay.
Exactly.
Oh, now you're kissing his butt after telling me earlier. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna win this tag match at BCW. I'm just saying.
Ryan, the way he's smiling right now, I don't want to piss him off.
Yes, we should all smile together.
So anyway, John. Okay, I'll take over now. So getting back to Saturday after BCW, you are with ISPW. I think where is that? Barnegat, I think it is.
Yeah, you got the match.
Barnegat High School, where it's you against Rick Recon.
Yes. And I want to say first, before you ask me any questions, that I'd like to thank the owners of both companies for allowing me to do both shows. They are quite far apart from each other, but I suggest anybody that's in those areas to please go out and check out those shows, because both will be very special in their own way, and you get to see me, of course.
I mean, that right there alone is the price of admission. Just saying.
I believe that to be true, and you always get a show when Dr. Sleep is around.
So it's you and Rick Recon, which
Yes.
Again, another person you both have history with.
Yes. Yes, it's been quite a while since me and Rick have shared the ring, and I am looking forward to facing the heavy metal hitman. I believe that's what he calls himself now.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Last time we faced, I did knock him out with my knee, I believe, and I'm very proud of that. And I think it'll be the same time around, but I look forward to the challenge.
Now, do you think you guys will be going at each other in a, shall we say, a different environment with ISPW? More so a newer generation that, because obviously we've seen, the regular generation like myself, John, and anyone else that have seen you two go at it. But this one's for a whole new generation of people who have never seen either yourself, Recon, or even like you guys going at it. So what can the fans expect in that matchup?
I think you can expect two very devoted and passionate professional wrestlers going in there and really trying to take each other out, trying to entertain with violence, which is my favorite thing to do. And I think Rick enjoys it as well, just not as much as me. So I think you'll definitely see some hard-hitting action. You'll see some great pro wrestling, and you'll see a lot of holds that I'll put on and maybe put him to bed.
Listen, as long as you kick Rich Reed in the beginning of your entrance, I'm good.
I can be, and I do apologize to any ring announcers that I might have physically assaulted in the past. It's just I get into these modes when I'm out. And I do appreciate everything that you've done for me, and also allowing me to hurt you as I make my entrance.
John, that's mainly a jab at me because he does it all the time with me.
Pretty much every ring announcer, so you're not quite as special, but I do appreciate you as always.
I've known you for a long time, Gangone. A long time.
You've known Gangone for a long time. You have. Dr. Sleep, maybe a little different story.
Well, Dr. Sleep, I'm starting to get used to, but Gangone I've known for almost 10 years, which is insane.
Mm-hmm.
John, as he's dying right now.
Okay,
what happens when you become a bougie fan?
I'm not, okay. First of all, I'm not a bougie fan.
I'm sorry, you're a face fan. Got it.
No, I'm more of a Gangone fan or Dr. Sleep.
Oh, are you? Are you a Gangone fan?
Yes.
Yeah.
I Anthony, I've said this to you before. In every match, and I'm even going back to when you had your match up at Immortal Championship Wrestling last year, where you took on Saren Rain. Every time you're in the ring, it doesn't matter who's on the opposite end of you, you're getting a good story. And that's the one thing, I mean, Ryan can attest to it. That's the one thing I have spoke about big on this show is storytelling when it comes to professional wrestling. Because to me, as a fan, if I'm coming to BCW, for example, or ISPW or Immortal Championship Wrestling, and I'm spending my hard-earned money on a ticket, I'm going to sit there and go, okay, person A is going up against person B. So what is the story? Oh, there's no story. We're just putting them together just for the fun of it. I'm like, you can't do that. To me, as a fan, I got to get emotionally invested into a match. And like I said with you, it doesn't matter. It could have been Saren Rain. It could be Vicky. It could be Rick Recon. Anybody. You get the story. And that's 100% to you.
Yes. There have been times where I've just been a wrestler. But as of late especially, I feel like violence with theatrics is what the people really want. And I can see that that's something that you enjoy. So I'm going to continue doing that. And I actually have a lot of fun doing it myself. So I do agree with you. Good ass kicking is always great with a nice story involved.
And Ryan, I totally forgot. We also forgot to mention go ahead.
I was going to add on to that comment and I said this to you as well, whether you're Gangone or Dr. Sleep. In my opinion, you're one of the most recognizable, like, unsigned talents in the Northeast. In my opinion, someone who deserves that big time opportunity because of what you present whenever you step in those ropes. And I've known that for a long time, and I keep saying that every time. And I've said this to you numerous times. Whether you tell me, oh, shut up. Every time I see your matches, you progressively keep getting better and better and better. I keep asking myself, why hasn't this guy gotten like any, big time opportunity, whether it's with the company down in Florida or the company in Connecticut or Canada, whatever the hell you want to call wherever Impact is. My point is, you definitely deserve, Gangon / Dr. Sleep deserves those big time opportunities.
Yes.
I guarantee that.
Well, I do appreciate you saying that. Luckily, in 2023, I did receive many opportunities with bigger companies that a lot of people have seen through social media, and I do appreciate those opportunities as well. And in 2024, I guarantee you that those opportunities will continue to blossom into things that are even better and bigger.
Anthony, we actually have a comment coming in where somebody actually mentioned another name who they'd love to see you go up against if it could be done. And this actually, Ryan, when you see this, it's going to make sense. How about Gangon versus Danhausen?
Ooh. I would enjoy that tremendously, especially since Dan is on some of my favorite horror shows, and he has his feet in horror as well. And I would love to be cursed by Danhausen because I think it wouldn't work on me. I would really want to see if that's true, but I have a feeling that his curse on me just wouldn't work. I don't think curses work on the wicked.
But that would be one match if it can be done.
Mm-hmm.
I would even go a step further and have that be a cinematic match.
Ooh, cinematic matches. Yes, we can delve into the supernatural, perhaps. Yes, that would be good. Yes, and make lots of monies. Yes.
So, John, what was the one thing that you totally forgot about?
We're also forgetting Anthony Gangon is also part of the Mogul Embassy.
Yes. I wouldn't say the Mogul Embassy. I believe I'm just part of the embassy on the independent level.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Although me and Nana haven't been together in a while, and I don't know how he would feel about where I've gone lately. Not so much with the gold and kind of the embassy kind of version of me. But it'd be interesting to see Nana kind of be in a darker space with me.
I mean, I can kind of see him doing the swerve dance, to your music. I'm just saying.
Oh, I would love that. I would love to do that with him.
Nana, if you're watching, please make this happen.
But Anthony, last question I got for you is this. Obviously, we're starting the new, it's the start of 2024. We talked about what you have coming up at BCW, Victory Pro Wrestling, and ISPW. But what else do you have your eyes set on in 2024?
A very wise man once told me that if you're enjoying what I'm doing, wait till you see what I do next. And that's going to be my answer. Wait till you see what I do next. And I like to think that I put an air of unpredictability. You never quite know what I want. That's the fun of that.
Well, that's a hell of a good answer for me.
Hold on, Anthony. We got one more question actually coming for you from our fan over across the pond. He wants to know if he can see any of your matches on YouTube.
Oh yes, you can see plenty of my matches on quite a lot of superstars as well. So type on the keyboard there on your phone, with a plethora of matches from new ones to old, and they're all so wonderful to watch. My progression, what I am today.
Ryan?
One final question. It's kind of a little bit of throwback for, going to the Gangon side. Because this has been brought up numerous times. Actually, it's kind of a two-parter. Number one, Do you miss Fibro Wrestling? That's number one.
No.
Okay, number two. Could we see Dr. Sleep potentially, from what I'm hearing, some sort of company is coming back in New York by the name of Invictus, possibly?
Well, let me just say, first, to your first question, Fibro Wrestling was a great opportunity, and I was also a champion there. I actually shut its doors down, if you remember, in the very last match.
Oh, I remember. We literally turned the lights off of the building and told everyone to get the hell out.
There was plenty of. There was actually a good guy version of MJF in that match. Ooh, kind of.
I know, something very rare.
But I am very proud of what I did at Fibro Wrestling. But until Fibro actually comes back, if it ever comes back, it is just a memory at this point. And to your second question, what was your second question again?
Potentially with Invictus teasing a return, could we see Dr. Sleep make an appearance?
Well, you would have to message Alex on that, and sometimes he doesn't read his messages.
That's a shoot.
But I do see Alex quite often at Titan Championship Wrestling, and I think him and I have to see one another soon because he's friends with that PJ Savage. I'm sure you guys have that guy. And friends with him. I happen to be on a little. I'm all his friends a visit until I get my title match.
And also to add on, Jon is Savage's super fan.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Oh, that could pose to be a problem.
No.
Okay.
Because I'll tell you right now, I don't need a wrestler to have to repeat his name 25 times in the ring.
Oh, I see. Well, repetition apparently is very good in wrestling, so maybe that could be why. But I think you made a very smart decision by saying Dr. Sleep is one of your favorite wrestlers and PJ Savage is not.
But Anthony, thank you so much for hopping on tonight. Before we let you go, I just want to run through the graphics one more time of the shows you're going to be a part of. BCW this Saturday. I have ISPW right here. ISPW right here. And then VPW as well on February 17th. Anthony, before we let you go, where can the fans find you on social media? And other than the 3 shows we just announced, that we were talking about, anything else that you have coming up that you'd like to promote?
Well, you can find me on X and Instagram and Facebook, all under Anthony Gangone. Instagram's _ at you write Anthony Gangone _. And over there, you can find all the shows I will be a part of. Luckily for me, I'm very fortunate to wrestle quite often throughout the month. You can find me there. And I want to thank you guys, especially you, Jon, who seems to be dealing with some kind of disease as you're doing this interview. But hopefully you feel a lot better in the coming days. And I'll see you quite soon at one of my shows. And Ryan, thank you as always for your skills and your announcing skills and allowing me to put my hands on you anytime I want.
But Anthony, it's great having you on as always, and I will actually see you this coming Saturday.
Wonderful. We could take a picture together and post it on the internet and be friends. And it will make that PJ Savage really upset by that too. Can we all get a smile before we leave? I have mine. Let's get yours. Oh, that's so great, guys. Thank you so much.
All right, Anthony, take care. I will see you Saturday.
Take care, Doc.
But guys, that was Anthony Gangone joining us. Let me just take care of this part right here.
There we go. Well,
did we just interview Gangone or Danhausen?
Yes.
Holy crap.
No. I'm sorry. You had this great intro for Cheyenne. And you put up Mike.
I didn't know Mike was showing up.
That was fun. That was like perfect timing because then you had Cheyenne.
Because okay, I'm gonna pull back the curtain here for a second. When I got the message from Mike, he goes, "What time for Cheyenne tonight?"
That's why I was shocked. I'm like, "Oh, Mike's here."
And I love everybody. And I love Cheyenne comes out. He goes, "Oh, look at you trying to steal my thunder." I'm like, "The fuck did I do?"
Oh God!
But that was
yes, folks. As you can see, there's some really good independent wrestling happening in the tri-state area. You got recombination wrestling. Yeah, I was like, WTF. I'm assuming that's Mark. You got BCW and ISPW both on Saturday. You also have Ace Pro Wrestling Hero Celebration 7 from Teaneck, New Jersey, with that massive card and those freaking empanadas.
I had a very good ring announcer, I hear.
Who's that? Who that?
I don't know. The guy who apparently Dr. Sleep Danhausen apparently loves to put his hands on.
Dr. Sleep Danhausen. Okay. Dr. Sleephausen. And then February 17th, you got Victory Pro Wrestling on Long Island. February 18th, you got Creative Pro Wrestling on Long Island. And oh wait, there's one more date I forgot to mention. February 10th, I think. Don't you have the graphic for it?
Oh yes, I didn't know you. I know if you were talking about another show.
February 10th. As you can see right there, folks, on February the 10th, live from St. Johnsville, which is upstate New York, near Oneida. John, not Oneida. Immortal Championship Wrestling returns with its first event of 2024 as they present Immortal Kombat 5. Now, as you can see on there, you have two devastatingly handsome-looking gentlemen, one known as Mr. Ricardo Rodriguez, and also the Cowboy James Storm. Also on that night, you have, for the Immortal Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, Big Time Bill Collier taking on John's least favorite wrestler in ICW, Garrett Holiday. Also, you will see Edge of Hope taking on Team Friendship, which is Adam Stone and Mike Skyros, for the ICW Tag Team Championships in a ladder match. I believe the Women's Championship will be on the line.
Yeah, they didn't. The only thing they announced is that Danny Mo will be there. They didn't announce who she's going to face. I think they also said, I heard Fasad's going to be there.
And also, your other favorite wrestler. Well, yeah, your other favorite wrestler, but definitely my top favorite wrestler in Mr. Shane Stetson.
But Ryan, we also have, because I want to just go through the other, because we also have one other graphic, actually two other graphics to bring up.
Sure.
Also happening on February 17th, live from Empire Live up in Albany, New York. Dynasty Wrestling presents It Was All a Dream. And Chris, if you're watching this, I couldn't get the actual thumbnail with Brother Jonas and Jay Lethal, so I got this one. So I'll get another one better for next week. But yeah, that one's happening as well. And we're definitely going to have on some of the Dynasty people in the weeks to come, including, and I'm saying, hopefully going to have them on, more than likely, probably, knowing us. Chris Envy will be returning. One of the commentators, I'm not sure which one, who I can get for her in the weeks to come. And of course, the backstage correspondent as well. Which leads me to one other thing.
What?
This was discussed actually at UWE. And Ryan, I'm surprised you haven't even said anything to me yet about the graphic because I posted this on Facebook.
Because I really haven't been on social media today. Why?
Okay. Because it was brought to my attention of an idea. Because like I said, they're going to be airing weekly episodes. And if you remember back to NWA, when they were on YouTube, they had the reaction show. And
oh, wait. Yeah. I think you told me about this.
yes. So, sort of taking that idea, and I'm not stealing the idea because I actually know the guys who did that. We would like to debut or announce / debut that about a half hour or so after each episode of UWE airs, we will be, or on this network, we will have UWE Rewind. As I will be either myself and Ryan or whoever.
More likely him.
Yeah, more likely me.
More likely him because, UWE is his thing.
We'll, have a lot of the talent on, talk about what happened in the episode, and kind of give you a preview of what's to come up next week. So, like I said, we got a lot of stuff coming up for you guys. But, Ryan, let me ask you this now. Ow. How you feel? First of all, reactions to both interviews.
I was blown away by having Mike on.
And mind you, that's his first interview in
over a year.
Yeah, since the last time we had him on.
Same with Cheyenne. Love the endorsement. Love the endorsement from Cheyenne.
I do as well.
About our paid free coffee.
But no, it was very nice having both in mind. I'm very much looking forward to and this is what
with Mike talking about, the history of Ace Pro Wrestling for those that are for those that don't understand the history that Ace provides.
Well, I want to ask you this now because I didn't get a chance to ask this when Cheyenne and Mike were on because it became a dysfunctional family reunion.
That's exactly that's what Ace is all about. But what's up?
Since you've been bringing up, and by the way, I didn't know you've been there since 2013.
Oh yeah, oh yes.
What's going through your what went through your mind when you heard that Ace was coming back?
Honestly, going through my mind, I was shocked in a good way, going, "Wow." Because the last time I was at Ace was the last time they ran, which was, I think, November 2022.
Was that the Lethal Injection show?
Correct.
Okay.
That was Lethal and Rob Vegas. Which, by the way, folks, you can catch that match on the Ace Pro Wrestling's YouTube channel in its entirety for free. I'm assuming that's Merc.
Yes.
Well, I think we will have some there.
Yes, we will.
Oh, shit. You know what that means?
What?
Some neon headlight will be there, too.
Oh.
That's for another time. So.
But going back, being serious, what went through your mind when you read that Ace was coming back?
Again, I was ecstatic that I was coming back. Very ecstatic that they're coming back with Hero Celebration because, in my opinion, like Mike said, yep, that is Mark. He started in 2015. That's when I'll get back to that comment in a bit. But getting back to this, going back with Hero Celebration because, like Mike said, this one's a huge, huge event because this is the memorial show for his son who passed away, coming up on almost 9 years now, which is fucking insane. Actually, no, this year will be 10 years because I think it was December 2014. Wow, fuck, it's been almost 10 years. It just passed 9 years. But like Mike said, it's crazy how much time flies. I mean, you heard his reaction when he asked me when I started with Ace. He's like, "It's that long?" I'm like, "Yeah."
I was gonna sit there and go, "I think you made Mike feel very old."
Yeah, because I think Cheyenne started, I think, a year or two after me over there.
Mm-hmm.
But no, and like Mike said, I'm looking, with the way that he's talking about this show. Every year, Hero Celebration, they've always done a Memorial Cup tournament.
Yeah.
Whether it was a battle royal, a regular mat, regular singles, single elimination. They had a few tag team tournaments. I think the previous one was mainly more focused on the Fight for Flight division that he has.
That's the cruiserweight division, right?
Technically,
sort of.
But with that being said, the fact that they're discarding the entire tournament for this year and making the entire show like a memorial show. I'm sorry if I'm boring you, John.
No. You're good. I'm just coughing. I get tired.
It's gonna be a huge. There's a reason why it's called a celebration, because you heard it from the two men themselves. Looks like Vince Steele might have some sort of a big challenge coming his way.
No, I realize the fact that you got Moth and Lethal in the main event.
You have Cade Lothbrok against Michael Mistretta in their first time ever matchup, which ironically both of them were trained out of the same school out here on Long Island, but never got the opportunity to face each other. You also have Vince Steele in the open challenge. You just heard it here first. Ace Originals, Rob Vegas, and Chris Rockwell going 1-on-1, which is insane. And so much more. We have a women's match on there with Amity, and I forgot who the other woman's name is. I apologize. Thank you. And also some surprise guests that aren't wrestling, but it's going to be a who's who family reunion of who's going to be there.
Yeah, it's good. And I can't wait. Hold on.
Shy, what's up, bro? You're about an hour and a half late on that one, buddy.
Well, let me keep talking. So I want to see if I can find out on Facebook in the group who commented on it.
Okay. And getting back to that comment with Merck's like 1 year, 2 years after me. He started back in 2015 when Mike had the building in Wallington, when that was the Morgan Jr. Arena, which is insane.
Keep talking. We have some breaking news. I have to just go grab the graphic. Keep talking.
What's it in regards to?
Invictus.
Oh, they're back, aren't they? Actually, I know about this already.
Oh, Cheyenne is watching.
Oh, Cheyenne's watching. Hey, what's up, Cheyenne? Welcome back. Or you never left. But no, with Cheyenne, oh God. But no, like with Cheyenne, I've known him for a long time, and I'm gonna be straightforward right now. Cheyenne is one of the most, the best way to describe it, Cheyenne is one of the best unsigned commentators / announcers in the scene today. He brings the passion, he brings the fire, he knows the moves, he knows the stories. He's basically, and Cheyenne's gonna probably rip me a new asshole for what I'm calling him about this. Cheyenne is the Northeast Wrestling's version of Mauro Ranallo.
Yeah, I can see that.
And that's taken as a compliment, because both Mauro and Cheyenne are phenomenal commentators and announcers.
Would you
See, Cheyenne, I'm not that much of an asshole.
Would you like me to grab the graphic for Invictus?
Sure. Why not?
Hang on 2 seconds.
All right, but again, February 3rd, Ace Pro Wrestling, Teaneck, New Jersey, Hero Celebration. You don't want to miss it. And you heard Cheyenne, the voice, Cheyenne Ortiz, say that tickets will be available at the door. They're not doing the online stuff, because I agree with Mike, especially if you go through Eventbrite or whatnot. There's like that weird, I think if you set it like $25, it's an additional $3 and something change fee. If you do 40, it's additional $5. It depends on the range and whatnot. And unfortunately, with the way the economy is nowadays, some people can't even afford the extra $3 just to pay for one ticket. So I think doing it as a flat fee at the door is, it's the way it should be nowadays. And I can't stop talking about the empanadas, because those freaking empanadas are delicious. Like Mike said, they'll have, the traditional chicken and beef, the ones that started it all, but he'll have new flavors. Not sure what flavors they'll get, but definitely check out those freaking empanadas on social media. And, if you have a massive party, obviously call them ahead of time and tell them how many you want. If you live in the area and you decide to take a little trip out to the Garden State for a free pickup, just tell them. And also, you heard from Cheyenne, buy our coffee. All in all, wrestling in 2020, I think John said it earlier, wrestling in 2024, we don't know what to expect, honestly, because, well, with the way things have been going, yes, I definitely agree. Those empanadas are freaking amazing. I could not agree more. I know John's favorite is the glizzy, but speaking of which, hi, John.
Ryan.
Am I allowed to say it?
I was telling when you want me to put the graphic up.
All right. Well, again, folks, another reminder: Ace Pro Wrestling, February 3rd. Now, in breaking news, I'm assuming it's for the March date, correct?
March and May were both posted.
Oh, both dates. Fantastic. Well, folks, if you remember back in August or September, there was one promotion that was supposed to celebrate a massive anniversary and unfortunately had to step aside for a while. Well, even though you're seeing it on social media, I am happy to say they are back with a vengeance because Invictus Pro Wrestling is back at it again with not one, but 2 dates. Go ahead, John. As you can see right there, on Friday, March 22nd, they are returning to the Garden State of New Jersey. And then on May 17th, Friday night, they're coming back to New York State. Obviously, they haven't revealed where they're going to be, going at, but folks, everyone's been talking about Invictus, what happened with Invictus, and, are they gone for good? When are they coming back and whatnot? Folks don't realize I talk with the promoter here and now. And he wants back in. And and he actually can confirm one match for March 22nd. And I have the honor of doing so.
You want to be on full screen for this?
No.
Okay.
It'll be myself versus John Blaine in a steel cage match. It's finally happening.
Yeah, but Ryan, you're also forgetting one other thing that finally gets to happen. Finally, we get to see the working relationship of the ring announcer, Ryan Peterson, and the commissioner.
Oh, yeah. Wow. That hasn't been formally announced yet.
More than likely.
But more so the main event of the first show on March 22nd. It'll be the ATR battle between myself and Mr. John. I love Jay Bougie Blaine.
No, we have to call it what it is. It's Andre the Giant versus Hornswoggle.
No, the Great Khali versus Hornswoggle.
I was being nice with Andre.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the funny part. Who's Andre and who's Hornswoggle?
Me, I'm taller.
Good point.
But yes, and it'll be actually no, it's not. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm getting a message right now. It's 3 stages of hell. I'm sorry. It's not a steel cage. It's 3 stages of hell.
Okay, let's have some fun with this for a second.
And winner becomes sole. Wait, what? Winner becomes sole host of the Around the World. Oh, I'm so in for this one.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna have some fun with this for a hot second.
Sure.
I'm gonna amuse this one. Let's say that was legit. Even though we all know I'd be the one to go over, but going on.
Really, John? Really?
What would be the 3 stages of hell for us?
That is actually a good question.
Oh, I got the first one.
What?
We have to survive a room with a locked door, no windows, and I fart.
You do realize I have the same thing too.
No, but we both have to try to survive.
No, that's not the first stage. Let's be realistic here.
Don't you love when I put you on the spot like this?
I mean, I know what the last stage will be.
What?
Last man or boy standing.
You're funny on that.
I mean, you got to win 2 out of 3 falls. Considering I have 2, you have 1.
No, but seriously though. Oh no! Are we getting comments on what people want?
Oh no! Here we go. I'm loving this. Let's do it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Please tell me this has to be a joke.
What?
Apparently, we're gonna be in the battle royal.
We are?
Wait, Cheyenne, is this legit?
I think that's Mark.
Oh,
I think that's Mark.
well, we all know it's gonna happen. I'm throwing you over first.
No, I'm throwing you over first, and then someone's gonna throw me over, and then you and I are gonna beat the ever-loving shit out of each other down I-95 down to Philly for WrestleMania weekend. It's gonna take us 2 months to get down there anyway.
And no, it mean we'll get lost.
We'll just stop at the rest stops and Wawa's on the way down.
Oh no, oh wait, yeah, Mike did say that we're in the battle royal.
Fuck. Can I just carry myself, please?
Oh no, I got it. All of a sudden, I'm in the ring, you're in the ring. All of a sudden, coming up behind me on the other side is Vince Steele. I just go, I'm out of here.
Yeah, we both climb over the top rope going, we have been eliminated. High five and leave.
No, but then we have to do the bushwhacker walk.
Oh, the bushwhacker walk. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. That shit.
Jesus Christ.
So hold on. Now I'm curious. What would be the first stage of hell? I'm really thinking of this right now, actually. I feel like the last one should be last man standing.
Hold on. Whoever's watching right now, leave in the comments below, or if you're watching us later on, same thing. Leave in the comments below what you would think the 3 stages of hell would be for myself and Mr. Peterson.
Hey, Front Row Mafia, give us your thoughts.
But
you know damn well they're gonna give us their thoughts.
Oh yeah. But I had some other stuff to get to, but I think we could hold off on that.
Up to you, dude.
Actually, you know what? No, we got some time. Let's quickly go into it. We saw, obviously, as we saw in the opening graphic, old faces.
Finish Hard to Kill.
Yeah, we didn't finish Hard to Kill yet.
All right. So what was the last thing we talked about?
I will go and pull that up for you.
Actually, folks, I will be right back. So, John, we got a couple of comments.
Hold on.
Oh crap.
Hold
on. Someone said tuxedo. There you go. Tuxedo match, TLC match, last man standing. Those are the 3 stages of hell.
How about Ace just put out a tweet and they actually tagged us in the tweet?
Well, what do they say?
As announced on the Ron the Rose podcast, tickets will be available.
Okay, there you go. Folks, I will be right back. So, John, you're going solo for a second.
Okay. Well, guys, one thing I do like to mention here, and you saw it before. Sorry about this cough. Eventually it'll be gone. Like Ryan with his receding hairline. But guys, you know, we've been talking about this for a while now, but we have our own coffee. Right there. Guys, if you would like a bag and you see us at a show, just ask. Especially with the batch we have now, more than likely we'll just give it to you. As you heard Cheyenne earlier, it is some of the best goddamn coffee out there. That I want to thank our friends over at Motor Oil Coffee with several locations, including Albany, Troy, and Schenectady. I'm probably forgetting one, or I probably said one that they don't have. I apologize in advance. But guys, if you're in the areas and you see Motor Oil Coffee, definitely go give them a try. Shit, this cough is killing me. But definitely go give it a try. It is some really good stuff. It really is. And we said it before, you can drink it either ice or hot. And honestly, right now, with the fact that it's going to be, in the 20s and the 30s, who wouldn't want a good hot cup of coffee right now? I know I would. I know Vacant, who's next to me, would. And you guys can as well. Or if you guys would like to buy it, we're not going to say no to it, hit us up on any of our social media accounts. Just search Around the Ropes Podcast and just message us and tell us you're interested in the coffee. And please provide us your zip code. We can give you a proper shipping cost. But definitely, guys, would definitely love to see that.
Hold on, I'll be back. I'm coming back.
Don't trip. Mark said, yep, Mark, you will definitely have a bag, my friend, at the show February 3rd. But, guys, like I said, the coffee is fantastic. It's the nice thing also, it's not so, like, I've drank coffee before, and you feel the crash coming 10 minutes later.
As long as you don't drink Stuart Shop's energy drinks, you're fine.
Oh my God, that's God speaking. Oh! Hello, receded hairline man.
Really?
Dude, you joked with me.
Which, by the way, folks, you got to give this guy credit. I think he's up for Oscar nomination soon because his cameo in a featured film called Wonka just occurred.
Actually, for a hot second here, did you see the Emmys last night or Sunday night?
Are you talking about the guy that did a wrestling promo? Yes, I did.
Well, he is actually, I think, set to face Cardona coming up soon.
Yeah, in March.
Which also, obviously, people have heard this already, but February 3rd, out in LA.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're doing that soon.
Cardona, Nemeth.
I'm surprised they're doing it that soon.
But let's quickly go through.
Rest of Hard to Kill.
Yes.
I think the last thing we talked about was the tag titles.
Yes, I think so. Hang on one second. Let me go pull up said card here. So, un momento, por favor. Oh, look at that. We talked about the trios match for the X Division title.
Yes.
We talked about Hammerstone and Alexander.
Big Beefy Boys. Next.
The tag title match.
Yes.
So we have two more matches. So next we have is the Knockouts match between Jordan Grace and Trinity.
Jordan I've worked with, Trinity no.
And everybody was saying, oh my God, I can't believe Trinity lost.
I'm not surprised.
When it was announced that she's going back to WWE, more than likely probably in next week for the Rumble.
2 weeks.
Oh, they did say 2 weeks.
Oh, wait, no, it's next week?
Yeah.
Fuck.
We're at the end of January next week.
Fuck.
And guys, we'll get into that later on.
We'll get into that. You know what? We'll get into that week.
Yeah, but I'm not surprised though that Grace won. I'm not surprised at all.
I thought it was a good match.
Yeah, it was a good match, and I like that they gave Trinity her moment afterwards.
Jordan Grace, in my opinion, is like one of the best female talents out there today.
Yeah, well, I totally agree.
She's jacked as all fucking hell.
You don't want to piss her off.
No, absolutely not. Then Trinity, I think honestly, this is one of Trinity's best matches in general.
Unfortunately, it's her last match in the company.
I know, but still. And now, folks, the main event, and this one I will gladly talk about. I'm going on a roll here, so know your role, John, and shut your mouth. Now,
I have a question. If you're on a roll, do you want cream cheese or butter?
Butter. Cream cheese are for bagels. Now.
Hey. I like cream cheese on my rolls.
I'm not a fan. I'm more, and the roll has to be toasted. Now,
I like my rolls raw.
Thank God she doesn't watch this show.
There's a.
What letter am I making up?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So, the main event for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Moose challenging the current TNA World Champion, Alex Shelley. I've said this for the longest time. Moose has impressed very well in the ring, especially in the last few years. And when he dethroned Alex Shelley to become the new TNA World Heavyweight Champion, I actually was all for it. But folks, that wasn't... Oh, we forgot to mention one other thing in the women's match. We had a surprise appearance at ringside.
Yeah, what's her ring name? I forgot.
So, making her first appearance with the company, formerly known as Dana Brooke, now going by the name of Ash by Elegance.
Which brings up an interesting thing, because a few people brought this up on social media. Do you think she's trying to rip off Tony Storm?
No, absolutely not. If she were to rip off Tony Storm, they would have done the whole black and white shit.
Yeah, I could see.
But anyway, after Moose wins, and you see the system, which is Brian Myers, Eddie Edwards, Alicia Edwards, and come out, celebrating on stage, going, yeah, Moose, Moose. All of a sudden, a certain name pops up on the screen. And, they turn around and everyone's in shock on what the hell? Why, it's none other than Mr. Nick Nemeth, formerly known as Mr. Dolph Ziggler, who makes his first appearance in TNA, but surprises Moose by hopping in the ring. Moose turns around. He tries to go for a clothesline. He super kicks him and gives him a zigzag. And then Nick goes to the crowd. He rips off his shirt, and it says TNA Wrestling, which means that Nick Nemeth is signed with TNA. I don't know who you are in that comment. Whoever said that, please reveal yourself at this time. So, so Nick Nemeth. Now, for a while, they were teasing, the biggest signing in TNA wrestling history. When they revealed that it was Ash by Elegance, we were like, what the hell? This is the biggest signing they can? They pretty much trolled us. I'm being straightforward. They trolled us. But when Nick Nemeth showed up, a.k.a. Dolph Ziggler, yeah, that was a big surprise. Kind of expected, but the way that they presented him, which is something I think they haven't done in 10 years, which is, like you said, John, off camera, pretty much they made him a credible threat right away.
And that's one thing I liked is in that 30 seconds of him being in the ring, he looks now like he's a credible threat. And on top of that, that's one thing WWE could never have done in the almost 20 years he was with the company.
The last time he was something at that level was when he was Mr. Money in the Bank.
Yeah, and it's absolutely funny. I'm just trying to see. Oh, that's Jay Outcast.
Oh, Jay.
Yep.
So, but no, all in all, TNA Wrestling, I think they did a phenomenal job of, their first rebranded show. And then last night they had their tapings, Snake Eyes, which actually next week, I think this week or next week. No, next week. We're getting Ospreay Alexander 2. And folks, if you saw their first encounter back in October, from what I heard, this tops it.
And they said Okada said he has no ill will towards TNA.
So could we see the potential Rainmaker in TNA more often, considering he's a free agent?
When they said originally the biggest sign, that's who I thought they were talking about.
I thought so too, but I think having Nick Nemeth on is a pretty big signing.
Except the other thing I will say is, why did he decide to rip that very expensive Motley Crue shirt?
It's not that expensive.
I heard it goes like $250 on eBay.
For that shirt, nah, they probably just went to like, Pro Wrestling Tees and got it for like $5. But I think one last thing we got to talk about is another event that happened this past weekend, ironically on the same day as Hard to Kill. New Japan's Battle in the Valley.
Yes.
Where on that card, we saw Will Ospreay and Okada basically having their final bout together in New Japan. Which is pretty much Ospreay's like final U.S. New Japan appearance, because I think his final appearance will take place in a few weeks in Japan in a 10-man steel cage match. Which, by the way, I found out there hasn't been a steel cage match in New Japan Pro Wrestling since 2008.
Jeez.
15 years.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's United Kingdom versus Dogs of War, I think is it?
War Dogs, I think they are. Yeah, whatever that stable is. The Bullet Club.
It's an offshoot of Bullet Club.
It's another Bullet Club. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's Bullet Club. It's Bullet Club New.
It's Bullet Club 5. That's what it is. So, which is also kind of ironic because 3 out of the 5 members on that team, their contracts are coming up too. But we'll save that for another time. A couple of quick things I kind of want to mention about the New Japan show is that, first of all, in my opinion, this individual who should have gotten way more TV time in WWE, who honestly is making a big name for himself right now in Mustafa Ali.
Yes.
Basically throwing it out there, making his, New Japan debut, and challenging Hiromu Takahashi, which is official, by the way, for Windy City Rumble, a riot, in April from, you guessed it, Chicago.
Yep.
And it's taking place at the Wintrust Arena, ironically the same arena that AEW runs in. Kind of ironic.
Yeah, you would think so.
No, that's what it is. But that match right there, sign me up. And any indie promotions out there, please bring Mustafa Ali to the Northeast. Please. Creator Pro, Wrestler Pro, Invictus, I'm talking to you.
Brian, I'm just going to leave it as this. There's a possibility that could happen.
Ha!
I'm just leaving it at that.
Okay, then. So.
And it's going to be weekend you and I are going to be at.
Well, obviously, that's where everyone and their mothers is going to be at.
Yeah, but you and I are going to be there first. You and I are going to be there for a specific reason.
We'll talk off camera. But anyway.
I'll just say right now. We're going to have a race up the Rocky Balboa steps.
Actually, yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I kind of want to do that again.
Or not so much a race, more of you running and me going ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom.
Hey, listen, as long as you get a cheesesteak afterwards, I'm good.
Yeah, cheesesteak while I'm in the middle of Philly Hospital, it'll be fun.
Hey, that's the city of brotherly love. Now, the other last thing I want to talk about with New Japan is we had a surprise appearance on there.
Yes.
Where after Shota Umino was, high-fiving the fans after this match, a masked individual just beats the crap out of him from the crowd. And at first I thought it was John. I'm like, oh, John's trying to get himself in the business. Fantastic. But no, it wasn't him. Because, you know why it wasn't him? Because he didn't wear an I Heart J Bougie shirt. So.
I'm not a bougie fan.
You're a Savage fan. I know you lied to Gangon.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry. The way his mask looked, I'm sorry. He could come up with some weird concoction. You'll be hosting the show next week.
Ah, you hear that, Gangon? He lied. He really is a Savage fan.
No, actually, I'm not.
You're not? What are you, Australian?
And while you're talking, I want to go grab a video that happened this weekend that I'd like to share.
Oh, yeah. That video.
So keep talking.
So after Shota Umino, he's high-fiving the fans. Oh, finally, the real host is on right now. So as he's beating up Shota Umino, security's pulling him back, and one of the security guards takes the mask off. Holy shit, it's Jack Perry. Jack Perry's in New Japan. He starts beating the crap out of Shota Umino. He brings him into the ring and does his running knee. I think that's what I don't remember what it's called. But after that, he's standing in the middle of the ring. He takes off. He grabs something from his jacket. He takes it off, and it's a piece of paper that says AEW. It's an AEW contract, and rips it up. Very intriguing to what's going on here. I'm sure it's probably all work because AEW, New Japan partnership, relationship, that shit. But how do I feel about? First of all, kind of backtrack. Mustafa Ali in New Japan, I love it. I think honestly he will do very well there. His first match on the Indies, I think it was at a show in France that he did in December, and I actually watched that match and it was phenomenal. Especially love the counter from where his opponent did a 450 splash. Mustafa kicks out. But immediately after the kick out, goes right into a really aggressive submission hold, and he taps out, which I love. Jack Perry, I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm intrigued.
Very intrigued, especially, again, like I said, he takes the AEW contract and rips it up. Like, I don't know.
I'm very, very intrigued. I'm trying not to sneeze right now. But,
Pineapple.
But guys, why? Anything else you want to get to with the New Japan show?
No, that was. Oh yeah, can New Japan bring Jacob Fatu back more often, please?
Yeah, he was good.
Oh, dude.
Well, he's now in Reality of Wrestling, Booker T's company.
Yeah, Booker T replaced one Samoan with another. Figures.
Shocker. But Ryan, before we wrap up for tonight, I do have one video I like to show.
Sure.
And it's not the Dynasty video.
No, I know what it is.
I didn't even tell you the video.
Is it what I think it is?
What do you think it is?
This past weekend?
Yeah.
I'm not stupid, John.
I didn't say you were.
Yet you treat me like I do.
Please do me a favor, Ryan. Hold
like
on.
I need.
All right.
How many notifications do you have there, John?
Oh yeah. Hold on. I can do this very simple. Ready? How about that?
Well, how about you full screen the fucking video?
What's going on, everybody? I'm John here. Oh, hey,
what up?
Too.
Look at that. What is up?
What's going on? Hey,
What's
guys.
up? Yeah, there we go. Hey,
Yep.
look, it's Wrestle Fandom and Around the Ropes working together. Check this out. You know why? Because UWE. That's why. Look at
Great job. Thank all the production crew, all the great wrestlers who came by. Thank you very much. It was a success. I'm looking forward to more.
AO was here.
AO was here.
Oh, gee. Oh, God. No. What? Whoa. This is done, guys. This is done. What the? Guys, this is breaking down here. Oh, Jesus Christ. God, what the hell? Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned.
Okay.
I would say, any questions?
No. Oh, I
Couple
do.
things.
Oh, I have a question.
What?
What the fuck did I just watch?
Our good friends over at Wrestle Fandom, Garrett was there, and I was there, and we figured, we're the two podcasts who are covering UWE, so we wanted to have some fun. So we thought about doing this angle to close out the tapings, where it was myself and Garrett in the ring. Craig came in the ring. Obviously, like you saw Joe, the sound guy. I forgot his last name. I think he's the hot dog guy, actually.
Go on.
At Immortal. Just saying, what a great show. You have the faces come out. Then you had the heels come out. And then that's where the melee broke out.
Oh, boy.
And the funny thing is, I laugh how certain people, as soon as the melee started, dipped right out of the ring. I'll say this much. That was a moment I'm never going to forget. Being in the ring and it was like full-blown attacks.
Well, if a certain somebody came with you.
Oh, you would have come right after me.
Oh, you might have been involved.
Well, I was sitting there and I was trying so hard not to start laughing. But I will say this much, though. In some good news, I did not trip going into that ring. Well, also because they don't really have that much of a space in between when you step into the ring and the ring itself.
Mm.
So it's not like it's not like other companies where I had to climb a mountain to get into the ring and then I tripped. But Ryan, tonight was a fun show.
Yes, it was.
And like I said, guys, we have a lot of stuff coming up from you. For you. Oh, I want to see who wrote this comment, the beatdown comment.
Hey, don't worry about it.
No, but like I said, guys, tonight's show was fun. Ryan, I'm actually going to try something a little different here. Sort of get this part set up. Ryan, final thoughts, and do you have anything else you'd like to promote?
So, it's funny, saying final thoughts. I do have something I kind of want to address, actually. So, first of all, you can find me at X, right there at the bottom, at Ryan_MC92. Instagram and Facebook is my name and whatnot. You can catch me, as of right now, this Friday with Creative Pro Wrestling as they present another rendition of Cap TV. Reason why I said as of now, because we don't know what the weather is going to be like. February 3rd, Ace Pro Wrestling in Teaneck, New Jersey. February 17th, I am at Victory Pro. February 18th, I'm at Creative Pro. I'm just running through my schedule in my head right now as we speak. March. Well, March 22nd, right now, Invictus. That's confirmed. Because that's breaking news. March 16th might be somewhere big time. Just saying. Just confirmed a few hours ago before I came on here. April 20th, I'm back at Reality Fighting MMA up at Mohegan Sun. Ironically, on 420. Hey. Wait, hold on. Ironically, on 420. And so the thing I actually want to address is, for the longest time, you guys have been hearing from myself and John about a podcast that I'm trying to start up, a musical theater podcast called The Curtain Call. It's been in the works for a while, I think almost a year now. And unfortunately, I'm actually going to say live in the air. As of right now, it is more likely postponed, possibly for a long time. because logistically at this time it's not going to work out well. Again, it's something I've been working. It's been something I've been wanting to work on for a while, but really looking at the big picture, logistically, it's not going to work. Will it actually show up eventually? Who knows? But for the time being, after months of me myself and John talking about it, I thought I cleared this this elephant, saying that the curtain call will not be taking place on the new ATR network. And that's all I gotta say for tonight.
Let me there. All right. I figure it's nice if I put you on solo, I should put myself on solo then, right?
Yeah.
Hold on.
That's the way it should be.
Guys, obviously that's where you can find me on any social media. It's very tough to find me. The thing I want to bring up for my final thoughts is this, and we didn't get into this on the show, and that's some AEW fans who decided to take it upon themselves to body shame Deonna Purrazzo. I'm sorry to say this, but there's a large portion of the IWC who I cannot stand with a freaking passion, because they are nothing more than keyboard warriors. I'm not saying all the IWC. No, I know a lot of people in the IWC who actually have a brain in their head and know what they're talking about.
Just a select few.
But what I don't understand, maybe I'm an idiot here, maybe I'm a moron, but what gives you the right to body shame? I don't care if it's Deonna Purrazzo or somebody you meet on the street. Everybody has a battle they're dealing with. So one of my things I want to see come 2024 is a lot more compassion for people. Because you're only in this world one time. And you have to make it the best you can. You have to grab life by the throat and tell it what it's going to do. So these people who are going to sit there on Twitter or on Facebook or on Instagram and start making these comments towards these wrestlers, what gives you the fucking right to do any of that? Because you're sitting at home in your mother's basement. I'm saying it right now as I'm in my parents' basement, but my point is this. Before you post something on social media, think before you speak. Because you could be posting something about somebody's daughter or somebody's wife. And I'm going to leave you with this. Would you want comments to be made about your wife or your daughter or your mother even? I'll leave it at that.
So I guess it's safe to say goodnight.
Guys, see you guys next week.